first order of business for the day is to move from the towpath moorings onto the finger moorings so we can top up our water tank.
Welcome to 1 month later.
We've been here for a month.
Yeah.
I think we arrived on the 7th and it's now the 8th.
Yeah. So to be fair, we arrived and the next day had to make tracks for London due to a family issue that cropped up, and that took us out of the boat for almost a week and a half or something. Yeah. Then we got back and we had to make multiple trips, and yeah, there's just been... And
we wanted a coal delivery, and then I had a hospital appointment, and...
Yeah, and I had to go in for a medical check as well. And all in all, everything with us is fine. We've had to make plans for a flight soon to go visit some of my family, so we need to figure that out. But we've had this 1 month. We've ended up overstaying on a mooring, which, with the permission of the CRT.
They're very nice, very supportive.
They were very
Let
nice.
us stay.
Because we had because we had extenuating circumstances that came up as an emergency, and we just couldn't be here. We had to be on the train and stuff. So. And
Thorne is so nice. Like, if you're going to get stuck anywhere, I recommend getting stuck in Thorne.
Yeah, we really loved it here. The village is.
It's small, but it's got everything.
It's totally self-contained. It's like really quite delightful. The bakery is like, there's a couple of good bakeries. There's 2 stations, so you just pop on a train to Doncaster, and then it's like less than 2 hours to London. So that was really convenient. And it's
the canal's really quiet, but we've had some really nice neighbours. And
other than the repetitive pelting of our boat with the poop of some seagulls that would like to have their space back.
Yeah, because locals come and feed the birds here as well, so they hang around.
They really do.
That is the one downside, but
yeah, other than the fact that our boat is a little bit whiter in places than usual, it's just been ideal.
Yeah.
But
we've forgotten how to vlog. We've forgotten how to cruise. We moved the boat this morning just onto, because there's some visitor moorings just there, and then there's some finger moorings, and there's shower and Elsan and recycling and waste and water. So we came on here this morning, and then we went one last trip to Thorne to stock up from Lidl and Sainsbury's and the bakery and the greengrocer. And
to say goodbye to the vanilla slices from the bakery. Sigh.
That's the real reason we stuck here.
Pretty much, yeah.
The other day we went to the bakery and Michael came out and he was, I can't remember the words, there's been an error.
There's been an error?
He bought 2 vanilla slices instead of 1.
I ordered 1, but somehow I miscommunicated. Anyway, so I ended up with 2 vanilla slices in my hand, and I'm like, well, that's tragic. It's tragic. So,
a little bit windy today.
But it's going to be extremely windy tomorrow.
Yeah, Storm Kiara's on the way.
Yeah, so we want to move off this mooring and get ourselves down to roughly Tetley, which is halfway to Keadby. Not particularly far.
No, but there's a number of swing bridges.
5, I think.
And there's a lift bridge.
Yeah.
And I can't remember how to do them, and I don't want to stop traffic, and it's I just want a nice...
I think you just need your key. I'm pretty sure they're all electric.
I know, but I still have to stop traffic.
You have to stop traffic.
Oh, no,
well, that's only for the lift bridge.
This is just a footpath.
This is a footbridge,
okay,
and then the lift bridge is a road, but then the other 2 aren't.
Should we take the chimney down?
I think it'll be fine.
I think you should take it down.
All right, I'm taking the chimney down.
The building in front of us here houses the Elsan toilets and showers, and just behind the building are the bins. There's room for quite a few boats to moor here, but the pontoons are quite short, so we preferred being on the towpath. As you can see, Michael didn't take the chimney down after all. Thorne Swing Bridge is just a pedestrian bridge. The traffic uses the road bridge above. As Michael clears the bridge, I realise I don't know which side of the canal the towpath is on. As you can see, on the left-hand side there is a footpath, so I decided to take that route. There's a private marina on the right after the bridge, and it's fenced off, so I assume there's no access on that side. What I don't realise is that the towpath continues behind it, and I'm actually on the wrong side of the canal now. This is going to mean a long detour on foot away from the canal through the outskirts of Thorne. Here we pass Blue Water Marina, and I'm on the road a few hundred yards beyond it. And that's why we only have time-lapse footage of this section. Luckily, I arrive at Whitewell Lift Bridge before Michael and spot him approaching in the distance. This is a road bridge, but thankfully it's very quiet. It's a really beautiful day to be out cruising. The next bridge is Whitewell Moor Swing Bridge, but as good fortune has it, it's kept open. After all that rushing through Thorne this morning, I call Michael over to pick George and I up. This whole area is incredibly flat. Hatfield Moors are to the south of us and Thorne Moors are to the north. All we can see for miles are the windmills of Tweenbridge Moor Wind Farm. Michael drops me off before Moor Road Swing Bridge so I can get it opened. A man arrives on a bike just before I swing it. I offer to wait while he crosses so he doesn't get held up, but he seems to prefer to stand and watch and give me some unnecessary instructions as I swing the heavy bridge open. Michael stops to pick us up, but the wind clearly wants to dictate which side of the navigation he waits on here. The railway line from Doncaster to Scunthorpe runs directly alongside the canal. Michael gives me a hand opening Maud Swing Bridge. After the road crosses the canal, it immediately continues across the railway line, and the gates are already closed. The wind is pinning the boat to the bank, so I come and give it a bit of a shove to help Michael out. And then George and I decide to walk for a little while. Goodnow Swing Bridge is another one that has to be operated in conjunction with the railway crossing. There's a train approaching, so the road's already closed at the tracks. And there's the train. We're beginning to wonder where we'll be able to stop for tonight, but finally find some visitor moorings just under Crowle Bridge. We have made it to Crowle? Crowle.
Probably Crowle.
We're at Crowle Flyover Bridge. That's what that noise is.
Number 82H.
A bit noisy, but it's okay. And there's a train line right next to us.
Yeah.
How was your first cruise in a month?
Good.
Windy.
Yeah, definitely more wind today. We mentioned it earlier, there's a storm coming tomorrow, and there's definitely little
Build-up.
hints of it today.
So it was pretty
a couple
windy.
of times where I've been like, yeah, I'm just being pushed against the side of the canal.
And there was a lot of like swing bridges and lift bridges to stop for,
Yeah.
so it was a bit of a pain really. If we could have just powered through it, wouldn't have mattered.
fine.
There's the
But-
wind. There was
But, it's nice day.
oh, it's a beautiful day, and
Yeah.
it's pretty flat around here, but just with the sun shining and the fields and there was lots of windmills, and I know some people don't like them, but I'd rather look at them than big chimneys pumping out goodness knows what.
Oh, yeah. Plus, they sound cool.
And that last swing bridge was quite funny because the railway line comes really close to the canal, and so the road crosses the canal and then immediately crosses the railway line. So there's a man that works in the signal box controlling the road across the railway line, but then when there's a boat coming as well, you have to kind of do it together. But he'd already shut the road for the railway because there was a train coming. So this car pulls onto the swing bridge and stops there.
Sorry, we're trying to open the swing bridge.
And he said to me, "Can you open the gate?" As in the railway gate. And I'm like, "Well, no, I can't. But even if I could, there's a train coming, so you probably don't want me to." And then he very kindly reversed off the bridge so that I could open the swing bridge.
Yeah.
And then the signal man was quite nice and chatty. And
Yeah, you're getting up to all sorts of conversation. I'm just freezing on the back of the boat.
oh, I've had so much exercise today. After not moving for a month, I'm really missing my exercise. Although I'm exhausted.
Good, you're back to it. Me, I'm feeling pretty much the same as usual. Frozen, totally frozen. I'm looking forward to warmer weather because there's been a couple of days of really nice weather the last couple of weeks, and then there's been this just sort of
This frosty
2
morning.
days of socked in frosty mornings.
And it's cold at night.
But there's been this solid hint of spring coming.
Yeah, and
even though it's early.
Yeah, it's still early February, but the evenings are so much lighter than they were a month ago, and it's just so nice.
Yeah, and there's little snowbells Snowdrops. Sorry. There's little snowdrops growing on the sides of the verge and stuff, and you get these little like indications of spring beginning. Lots of amorous ducks and geese and things, and so it's just like you can get that feeling of it swinging towards the warmer weather. But it ain't here
it's
yet.
Not quite here. But we were thinking of stopping around here, but there's not many moorings. So just before we found this mooring, we were thinking we'd have to go all the way to Keadby, which is about another hour and a half. Didn't have the energy for that.
No.
We've only been doing.
Maybe we'll head down there tomorrow or the next day.
Depending on the weather, yeah. I don't think it's long, and then we can get ready to go on the Trent.
Yeah, definitely don't want to move in a storm, but if there's a moment of like calm.
Yeah. Depends how many bridges there are. If it's just one straight, then the wind's okay. It's just when you have to keep dropping me off and hovering. And
yeah, it's the hovering that's the bad part. Yeah.
But if it's just one straight, then it's fine.
All right. So that's it for today. That's our first cruise of 2020, essentially.
Michael said, where are we going? Lipton? No, Tetley. Because there's a place called Tetley just there.
It's the tea place. It's not in any way related to Tetley tea, to all you Canadians who know Tetley tea. I mean, more than just Canadians, but the Canadians, the little Tetley tea bag guys. Anyway.
I just laughed when you called it Lipton.
Yeah.
All right, let's go and warm up.
Yeah, so thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up, comment down below. Click on the subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the bell if you want to get notifications.
Wow, you haven't done that in a month, and you just like...
I've had plenty of time to practice.
Is that what you've been doing every night?
Right.
Anything else to say?
No, that's it. Welcome back. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Goodnow Swing Bridge is another one that has to be operated in conjunction with the railway crossing. Take sunglasses off.
Well, that's why I got them on, is because of it.
The sun's setting. Actually, where is the sun? It's right in that puddle. Why is it in that puddle?
The sun is not in the puddle.
No, but that's what it's reflecting. Like if I do that.
Ah, I see. All right, I see. Is that better?
Yeah. That's much better. So
the sun is not in a puddle, just to save everybody any distress or worry. But it is in the general direction of over that way.
And I know some people don't like them, but I quite like them.
Yeah, I mean, they're up there.
There's one just
like I
behind
say,
us.
Chopping the birds into tiny little bits and
They don't
apparently
chop
causing cancer.
They don't cause
to,
cancer.
American presidents or something. I don't know what the heck that's all about. Anyway, there's a bunch of rotating power generation. It's a good thing.